Huge complaint from a lot of shop owners is that their team is tardy, or their team is not showing up, or components of their team are not showing up. And, you know, I see this day after day, week after week, in all of the groups, primarily our big ASOG group, or Changing the Industry. It's something that you see asked every single day in a post or in a comment. Now, I just want to show you how I handle this. And the first is in your employee handbook, it needs to say what the rules for tardiness, what the rules for calling out are. If you don't have some rules in place, hey, you know, if you want to take a vacation, you have to ask this far in advance. Some documentation that says, hey, we can't have everybody on vacation at the same time. In the same respect, we need some documentation on sick time, right? It's not that I'm going to go to my guys and say, hey, if you're sick, you can't come in, but you do need to provide some type of doctor's note. You need, and look, one of the things I've learned about being in business is you cannot approach this with this like lockdown mentality that this is the only way we're going to do this, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is this way or the highway. You have to have flexibility. So if somebody gets the stomach bug, if somebody gets sick, I'm not saying ask for a doctor's note. I'm saying if this is a continual thing, at what point do we ask for a doctor's note? At what point do we consider you late? At what point do I have to say to you, hey, buddy, I can't continue to do this? And what are the ramifications? You know, there are corrective action policies that need to be implemented in any business. Ours is a 3-strike policy, and it's a verbal. It's sometimes another verbal, but typically it's verbal, written, and the third is termination with a written notice, right? If there is not a clearly laid out concept for how you would address this, if there's not a clearly laid out tardiness plan or program in place, how is your team supposed to know? I'll never forget hearing Tim Kite one time speak, and he said, if you waited till Christmas Day to tell little Johnny that he was getting a lump of coal because he was a bad kid all year, and you had not done anything throughout the year to coach him and help him get better, is that fair? No, of course not. We're leaders in our businesses. We're not just shop owners. We are the coach for our team. We have to be supporting them and lifting them up and telling them when they're not hitting the mark and praising them when they do. So I'm going to encourage you to develop some systems, some processes here for this. And a lot of the videos I've been making right now are around this, because I realize how much of a difference it made in my business to have this on paper, to have these expectations put down so my team knew. They didn't have to guess. They didn't have to wonder. It just was. I think that is the biggest thing that you can do for your business, is document exactly what it is you expect. Simple as that. Y'all have a good one.